my YouTube family and members and patrons, I think I'm just going to make this one a free one because it's just me rambling in the park. It's not too much hard work. Just wanted to do an update because today is the eclipse, the solar eclipse, and just feeling really okay, actually. Just very, very, very knackered because I've just finished transcribing all the horoscopes for 2021. And I'm not sure whether I'm ever going to do horoscopes again. I don't know if I'm ever going to do readings again. I've come to a kind of, I know I just want to do what I've always wanted to do, and I think I'm just going to have faith that the money will come, because it seems to be coming for memberships, and it's kind of astounding, really. And maybe, if these horoscopes, if they sell well, that'll kind of fund me going forward so that I don't have to do any readings. I might do selective ones for old clients that I really get on with, but I really, really want to focus now on the spiritual war. It's so obvious that it's a spiritual war now, and I want to focus on developing intuition and a deep knowing, and knowing who's lying, because that's really, I think that's my mission. I think I've come to, sorry it's windy, but I think because the mic's quite close to my mouth it should be alright. I think that's definitely my mission. It's been, the whole Persephone thing has been such a theme in all my life, and I just thought, well, no, I think this is the resurrection. This is ascension, I guess. And I've always been very, very, very wary of these kind of ascension people, and the New Age movement. I really got very disillusioned with it. Sorry, it's so windy. I got very, very, very disillusioned with it about 5 years ago, because I could see that shit was hitting the fan on Earth, and everyone who was talking about negative alien agenda, and people who, like the David Ickes of this world, type people, weren't really talking about what was happening on the planet. Really, it was all like, off planet, blah blah blah. But it's happening on the planet. It's in front of your face. So it's in front of your face, literally. Now you can really see. It's so mad. You can see who's with you and who's not. Who's masked and who's not. So what's really astounded me, though, is the amount of people in the so-called New Age that actually are very, very red-pilled now, and they are. It's got me back into the New Age kind of thing. When I say New Age, it's more like the occult, witchy stuff that I've always been into, and I kind of stopped doing it because I sort of went a little bit the way of, what's her name? The one who does the crystal cards. I was trying to find, I was searching for an answer for all this year, thinking, should I go full on Catholic? Should I become totally Christian? Because I was more or less celibate I am. I've been in priestess mode for a long time. And I thought, I might as well just go full on, join a freaking, become a nun. But the problem is with dogmatic Christianity or full-on Christianity is the way that they are about things like tarot and things like astrology, really, and that God says you're not supposed to do it and blah blah blah. So, and I was sort of believing it. I was thinking, I shouldn't be dabbling in the occult. I shouldn't be opening these portals. They're full of dangerous, demons, and I'm opening myself up to it. And maybe I don't want to do readings anymore because it is. I mean, if you've been following me, I've been talking about this for a lot, about not wanting to do readings or making predictions because it's dabbling with fourth dimension, and the fourth dimension is just absolutely full of shit at the moment. So that's why. But then this has been the awakening in the last really few weeks, is that I've been, searching for a way to get traffic and discovered Pinterest, and it's just been a complete eye-opener. And I'm absolutely obsessed with Pinterest now. And I know this sounds a bit nuts, isn't it? Because it seems like it's part of the weaponry of the cabal, I don't know, the AI thing. But it's actually given me a passage, a way to still work within the interdimensional World Wide Web, but it's visual. And this is what I've been saying all year, is that pictures speak 1,000 words, and you can be very sneaky with it, you can be very subversive with it, and can you ban a picture, unless it's pornographic, which you should anyway. But you can be very subversive with visuals, which is how all this got topsy-turvy turned over in the first place. So then I was watching Mad Men as well. I've been watching Mad Men. I don't know how I saw it through the end, because it was getting on my nerves, but I just thought it was like watching a car crash. I thought, I have to keep watching it. I want to see what the conclusion is, because I knew it would be important. And it ends up with Dan Draper, like Mr. 50s, man. What do they call it? Is it retro guy or something? I don't know. Anyway, he's sitting cross-legged, meditating in some LA cult. Well, I don't know. Just a hippie retreat, I guess. And he's got this smirk on his face at the end, and then they start playing the Coke advert, because his company has been taken over by this big, corporate, huge ads company that have Pepsi Cola. No, Coca-Cola, sorry. And so he was given that job. And so, there he is sitting, meditating, and then it plays out the very last episode with the famous Coke ad. I'd like to teach the world to sing, or get the world to hold a Coke or something. I don't know. But I just thought, that is so globalist. It's just globalism. Everything went from nice 50s, 50s kind of like picket fence. It all seemed a bit, suppressed, and they were all rich and they had wonderful houses, but they were all really unhappy and miserable and white privilege type thing. And then in the end, they all become hippies, because that's the way out. And they all start taking drugs as well at some point. Yeah, Dan Draper goes all kind of spliffy on us too. But I just thought it was really interesting. And then that Coke advert at the end, I thought, wow, globalism. The answer is Coke, probably the most unhealthy drink you could ever get. And everyone's singing in perfect harmony in one language, which is the language of the internet, which is English. So as much as everybody goes on about the evil white privilege and the Anglos, it's English. It's taken over the whole world. So in a way, that's the thing. If you could speak another language, I think you do get another perspective. If I could speak Russian or Chinese, or what I mean. We are so limited by the language that we speak. I do speak Italian, but I'm really rubbish. I'm not that good at it. My brain thinks in English. So I suppose, if you think in English, do you become English? Strange. Does it rewire your brain? Anyway. So that's the thing. So if you are, I think if you're part of it, I think you're part. It's not a race thing. I think it's a language thing. And if you're in the West and you speak English, you have signed up for the Anglo destiny. And if you want to keep it that way, because it I don't know, it seems to be, the first religion that became, I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent. I didn't mean to go off on any tangent today. I was just going to do a really short one, just say, I finished my horoscopes. I'm really tired. I'm sorry I haven't done any videos, but it's like I've got this eclipse energy going, because it's on my descendant. My descendant is 18 Sag, and the eclipse is 23. I actually forgot that it was quite close to it. It's not on it. Usually I only look at sort of 3 degrees, but it's pretty close, isn't it? It is on my reaction point. It's opposite my Jupiter rising, so I suppose it is quite... When I say reaction point, I've got a yod pointed to Jupiter that's rising. God, zealous. Zealous and judgmental. That's me. Anyway, so I'm very, very, very excited, and I don't know what's going on in the world, because I've just been making pretty pictures and redesigning. I did another logo for my website. Oh my God. But now I've settled on one, and it's going to stay. Hopefully it'll stay for more than a year. Because every year I seem to change it. Such an idiot. Anyway, so what else was I going to say? And so, oh yes, the latest thing that's going on in the world, because I have sort of caught up a little bit, and I have to look back at I did look at Kamala, her chart ages ago, and I did say that, and I thought, ooh, she's got a very, very strong chart, very strong, and I did think that the Biden had a very weak chart, and that's why I thought he cannot possibly win. But I just didn't think this was going to happen, you know. And I think, people have been saying it might be the plan all along. It's really looking that way now, isn't it? Really, really looking that way, because they've started, aren't they, bringing something to do with the Biden's son in a court case there. So all sorts of weird shenanigans. But we are in a world war. We're in a world war. We've been in a world war since really, I don't know. I was going to say 2012, but I don't think so. I think it's been since 2015, because that's really when I started getting very, very uneasy about what was going on in terms of the so-called refugee crisis. That's when it really kicked off, and that's when I started getting into trouble with Google and things like that. And yeah, I looked, it's so weird, because my income's been fine, but my analytics on Google, oh my God, my traffic has just gone right down. But I don't understand, because I'm doing all right, you know, I'm doing okay. And that's why I've got rid of the ads, because I seem to be doing okay with the membership. And I think the secret is I'm going to do evergreen content. I want to help people with their developing intuition and developing creativity as well. You know, that's important. Instead of being a consumer of other people's creations, which nowadays seem to be increasingly, you know, if you look on Netflix and you look at films, they're all programming. So you need to be creating your own stuff so you can connect with the divine. That's really what it is. So it's all about the divine. And going back to Pinterest again, doing my boards, putting up my boards and starting to make these boards. I thought, you know, I really like this. I really enjoy, maybe it's a bit OCD. Is it OCD or ADHD? I don't know. But putting things in boxes, pinning things on boards, I just love it. I'm like, this is a yellow board, this is a Lilith board, this is a dark goddess board. I've got so many nice boards now, and it's really putting me in tune with the archetypes of the zodiac signs, which I kind of almost forgotten about in a weird way, because of the decans and doing everything but zodiac signs, because I thought, they're so pop and they're so crash. Oh God, I can't speak, sorry. You know, they're too basic, you know, but they're not actually, you know, they are seasons. They're seasons, and they have correspondences, and they're very, very important. The 12 zodiac signs are hugely important, and there's a real thirst for them. And if you can take that very basic beginner's sort of curiosity and pull them into the rabbit hole of much deeper archetypes. I didn't even know about the character types, and I found that out on Pinterest. It's so weird. It's something that, you know, because it's been really played down just because it's a woman's thing, I think, because it's like 80% women, and it's like, it's just a load of women pinning things that they think are pretty. And it's like, God, how sexist is that? Talk about people going on about, sexism and stuff. It's, well, but it is predominantly women. So I do like it, though. I really, I'm a woman, actually. Guess what? So I do like it. But I didn't expect it to be part of an awakening. That's the last thing you think that Pinterest or some internet thing is going to do, because it's not social networking. It's not Facebook. Oh, pardon me. It's not Facebook. It's not a social. It's not. It doesn't drain your soul like Instagram. Although saying that, I have become incredibly obsessed with it. But I think it's been in a good way, because I have found out things that, I've got back in touch with my inner witch without thinking it's evil and horrible. And also there is a huge interest in Lilith, but I want to set that straight properly, because it's a very difficult matter, that one. And actually, when I wrote my bump about my introduction to the Board of Lilith, when I wrote that, I thought, oh my God, I felt a bit of a chill when I wrote it, because I thought, this is what's going on in the world. This is child trafficking. This is children being stolen by demonic things, and women being pulled into the whole sex magic thing, and and prostitution. It's all Lilith. So there is an interest in it, and we have to transcend it and make it so that it is resurrection. It is Persephone out of the underworld. Yes, because Lilith is in the underworld. She has been dragged into the underworld because she is a demon. Actually, no, she's not Persephone. She's the maybe she's the white rabbit. I don't know, but she's the person that pulls you. She abducts you, just like Pluto. She's very Pluto, actually. So, and Eris is too. Anyway, sorry, I'm just waffling on now. But I just wanted to can you hear that? I'm actually on the canal where there's a bit of a waterfall. But I'm just very grateful. I'm very grateful that I can do what I do, and I'm getting support, and I may be able to do much more stuff that is occult again, and not go, because horoscopes are so consuming, and they've doing them this year because I made the mistake of recording them, and then people didn't want to hear recordings of a whole year, so I had to transcribe how many hours of it? I don't know. Was it 18 hours? I don't know. Anyway, I've just come out of that now. Anyway, I won't do that again. So thanks for listening. I think I'll stop now, and I shall speak to you soon. Have a wonderful eclipse. Bye-bye.